Three criminals tried to rob this store owner, but his concealed carry skills allowed him to win the fight. Hey, in today's real life gunfight caught on video, you're going to see how three guys tried to rob the store owner, but thankfully his concealed carry skills were excellent and that allowed him to win the fight. Before we jump into this, if you don't know me yet, my name is Caleb Lee. I am the #1 best-selling author of Concealed Carry 101, and I'm also the founder of Patriot Training Center, where we teach live gun training courses to civilians just like you who want to learn how to defend themselves with pistols, rifles, and shotguns. And let's get into today's clip. We'll just let it play here and then we'll talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
All right. So the audio is kind of wonky there, but I think this is an excellent example of why people own guns and what situations they get used in. Not only are they used for people like you and me walking around doing our business and street crime, but if you are the owner of an establishment, such as any type of store, you're always at a threat of a robbery, right? And this is an excellent example, I think, of a guy that took quick action and his skills saved him. So we see him here, checking out this guy here. He's not even done ringing up the cash register. And probably the bad guys are outside. They've already cased us out. And they've got a plan. And as we're about to see, there's more than one. There's actually three of them that are coming up, and they wait for him to open the cash register, is what it looks like to me. So he's got the money. He's opening up the cash register, and that's when we see up here in the top left of the screen. You can see the first bad guy. That's kind of his signal. It looks like he's coming through the door, and he comes in first. And then our good guy defender, he spots him. And then if we look behind him, we see there's two other bad guys that are following him behind him. This is very, very common with any type of crime, right? If there's one, there's probably more. So they like to travel in packs, criminals. It makes their job easier. So always be looking for more criminals. Don't assume that it's just one. So that's the first kind of lesson that we can take away here. And our guy here, the guy that's running the cash register, he sees him, immediately goes for his gun. You see him go to his right side, drawing from his strong side here and peel off to the right, making some distance between him and the threat. Doing an excellent job here. And I'll turn this up. And we see this so we can hear the shots here. And then all three of them, they run out the door. Excellent job. Put 7 shots into this guy before he even got to him. Made some space, and then we see the two other criminals. They, as soon as they see that there's their first buddy is getting shot, they take off outside the door there. And then we even hear him verbalize and tell the guy to get back and get away. Drop some street language there to make sure that they got the point. Did an excellent job. Covering the door, closes his cash register, and then we see him go for the phone. And then he's probably calling the police, maybe going to lock the door. So just excellent all around. I thought this was a great example of somebody that was prepared to do what they needed to do. They had a pre-made decision point. This guy's coming in here to rob me. I'm going to go for my gun. I'm carrying my gun on me. It's not in some other spot where it's hard to get to. It was on him. It was ready. There was a round in the chamber. There's no way that he could have fired those shots. If you watch this is an important point. If you watch from as he's opening the cash register, and you can see this guy's feet start to come around the door here, and basically count to yourself how long it takes for this guy to close the distance over here, maybe 10 yards. 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, and then he's already going for the gun. So again, we see a very common situation here, and about 3 seconds or less, this gunfight is happening, whether you want it to or not. Something has to be done, so there is no time to chamber around. You should have that gun on you, ready to go. And then this brings up another important point. How many rounds does he fire here? So here we see a reason why, anybody that talks about high capacity magazines or all that kind of BS, and then there's states that are like, oh, nobody needs more than 10 rounds. This guy fired 7 shots in less than a couple of seconds. Even an untrained person can fire quarter-second splits. That's a time between shots. So that's 4 or 5 shots per second. He put 7 into this first guy. There were 3 criminals coming in. If they hadn't peeled off, if they decided to continue to they were hardened criminals, and this was their day, that they were like, no matter what, I'm going to go kill this guy. And oh, he's fighting back. Oh, that makes it fun for me. If it's that type of criminal, and that's who we had to deal with. If he had just a 10-shot magazine, like, think about what that situation. Now he's got less than another half a second that he can continue to fight back before he's out of ammo. And then the gun is essentially broken until you get it reloaded again, right? So that's going to take another 2 to 3 seconds. These things happen extremely fast. So this is why it's very important to be prepared. If you're going to have a gun, have a round in the chamber. Don't walk around with an unloaded gun. Have the gun actually on your person. That's the fastest response that you're going to have, even if you're working at a cash register. Not having it under the desk or something like that. We've seen those scenarios kind of work out, but thankfully it's one of those situations where the gunfight didn't happen immediately, and the defender had time, and he wasn't killed in the first second. You're basically relying on hope as a strategy that they're going to let you live long enough for you to be able to get to the gun. So have the gun on your body, have the gun loaded, be prepared to have those pre-made decision points where you're going to fight back, and then when you fight, this guy did an excellent job. He verbalized out of the fact, told the guy to get out of the store, and then immediately went for the phone, and he's going to call the police probably. But I just thought this was excellent all-around example of someone defending themselves with their concealed carry piece. And that's all we do. That's all we talk about at Patriot Training Center. That's all we do. We focus on home defense, concealed carry. So if you're interested in our training classes, you can click the link in the description below. You can book a free call to talk with me about our training programs and see if it's right for you. Let me know what you think about this guy's performance in the comments, and I will see you in the next video.